To the motherland, baby. What's up, guys? So as always, I told you guys I was gonna start at a different time because people always tend to email their songs right at 8. They leave it and then they leave and expect to see it when the video goes live, I guess. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, so is this shit even working? That's the question. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I have to go to YouTube now. They should make it so I have to click start streaming through YouTube. Because right now I'm on my support at Evo, so now I need to go that, and then someone might hack me. Like, fuck. Someone's gonna hack me, and then they're gonna do what they did to Aces. To Aces at 50K, and all that shit. Okay, wait up. Yeah, I should probably just start like on the live streaming tab already. Okay, there we go. If you send at 8, I'm not looking at it. I deleted everything before 8. So, like I said last time, I was going to start at a different time. So, if you submit it, I ain't going to see that shit. Yeah, so, wait up. Let me just get into my laptop and do the same. So, I send as soon as you start streaming, man. And at 8. Yeah. See, I like to do it when I start streaming now because I've noticed that a lot of people just spam it, send it. And then I don't find it fair that some people wait and stream. Even though a lot of people wait and stream. Like, trying to get the chat to come up here. I always look tired. When your job is staring at a fucking screen like this, like you always look tired. But yeah, I just woke up. It could also be that. So, all right. So we're gonna start. If your stream ain't loading, that's not my end. That's just your internet. No, I didn't sleep in. I took my daughter to school, and I guess my girlfriend couldn't find her glasses, so it's kind of weird. I was trying to help her look for it, and then I had to go popo, take a shit. So that's why it kind of waited. But yeah, cool. Look, this guy been refreshing YouTube since 8 o'clock for feedback. Dude, that's the passion I like. I'd rather hear someone's track that does that than somebody who just spam sends it at 8 in the morning. All right, so we're gonna be starting with Enso. I just started this project and I do not know how to make it better. So someone commented this before we get started. Someone commented this on the last feedback video. It was like, I don't know how you can submit tracks that sound this way and expect to get good feedback or not get slaughtered, get butchered with a knife. And I agree with the guy. I totally agree that a lot of the songs that we get in the stream, they're not up to that caliber yet where they really should be sent in. But I think it's just fun for people to have their tracks heard in the end, so that's why I still keep doing it. Okay, so here we go. We got Enzo Infinity. You got a picture of a cat. Okay, you were born in 1998 due to your email, so here we go. Get roasted, motherfucker!
So basically, oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck!
Is that you in the background talking like, how could I have done this? Oh fuck! That's. The bird is old school, dog. It's like old news. Too many fucking like things killing it in the back, bro. Okay, let's see if I can show you something. Look at the torrents. Oh wait, never mind, I don't have any. Okay, so this track, you know, I'm trying to be more open-minded to the world. I did some shrooms and shit. Nah, just kidding. Your boy don't do drugs. I don't even know if you can fucking see me. I like the song. I just hate the sounds you picked. Let me tell you why. Lately I've been going more towards this, you know, like I kind of am tired of EDM. Like I'm not tired of it in that sense. I'm tired of making it. And for me, you know what? Fuck, I have it on SoundCloud. You know, for me, EDM is kind of like, you know, I've been doing it for so long already that I got kind of tired of it. So I've been going more towards the cinematic kind of dance music in a way. And if you can get your sounds to sound like this, which is not that hard. This is all analog synths, but you can make these with just a saw and filters. Then I think it would fit a lot better. Let me show you real fast. So you gotta get darker sounds, pretty much.
Come with me. I feel so alone.
You know, and then so you just got to get darker sounds for your song, and I think it will be a lot better because you're trying to portray like this dark kind of feeling to it, but the sounds are just so cheesy. Other than that, that's why I kind of am more open to your idea because I've been kind of messing with that stuff as well. All right, so I'll leave that one there. Let's move on to Fode. Hey, Sen, here's this week's submission. It's for an official remix. We'd love to know what you think. Thanks a lot and keep up the great work. Been refreshing since 3:50. Everyone's been refreshing, man. I've been refreshing. Here we go.
Just take me down with a little bit of the final round. And I know we're gonna just take me down with a little bit of the final round. And I know we're gonna just take me down with a little bit of the final round. And I know we're gonna just take me down with a little bit of the final round. And I know we're gonna take my body, take my soul, step inside my world. My heart is racing, feel me as I lose.
Down. I'll tell you why. The mix, you know, it needs to have room. And the thing I don't like about your mix is the fact that the vocals are placed in the center with the bass. That's like the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make. The reason I never want to put vocals in the mono when there's a bass, especially the style of music, is because it's very hard to not get them drowned out, especially in certain moments. And so I think the better thing here to do would have been to widen the vocals just for this part because, again, of that bass in the center. But other than that, I mean, it still sounds pretty.
Lose my hold, someone take control. My vision take my body, lose my hold. And I know we're gonna just take me down.
Okay, so I'll give you a couple of things you can do instantly, like the moment like you get off the stream. Unless you want to do it now, you can get off and just say "fuck you, San." Um, it's one. You guys need to learn about stereo placement in the mix. If I decide that I'm gonna put all my sounds in mono, then it sounds like shit if I'm hearing through stereo speakers. If I'm hearing through an iPod, it makes more sense. Because that's where a lot of mono music is heard through the iPod. Look, check out this track I heard, bro. Laptop speakers sometimes are in mono as well. So you have to make stuff wide and at the same time make sure it sounds good in mono. But if you have everything in mono like this and I'm hearing in a nice setup, then that's when it's like, okay, it's bad. Okay, so here are the tips. First off, you can go various different ways with this. The first way is you can have the kick and the bass in the center of the mix, and then the vocals get widened a bit, not all the way, and then you can widen the shit out of your drums. Do the house effect on the claps. God knows what you want to do there. Tickle their little, peenie a little bit. You can do that there, or you can just have your drums be more centered and then vocals wide, and then the vocals can be a little bit more stronger and more wider. Totally up to you. If you bought the Nina Sun vocal pack, I did a video on vocal processing, and there's a delay trick I teach in there that can widen this up. Okay, that's all I have to say about that one. Thank you for submitting photo. Look up stereo placement. You can do this with S1 Image or Ozone. Moving on to the next one, Erky Jager. We're gonna check your shit out, bro. I don't even know what you guys are saying. 3 layers of vocals, pan one left and pan one right. Why the fuck would you put? Oh man, Juvie is next. You don't pan vocals hard left and hard right because it just makes it sound mono. You have to have a little bit of a difference in the right and the left. So EQ it differently if you do that, or maybe add a little bit of distortion to one, and then it will sound a little bit wider. All right, here we go. I feel like I'm riding that dick, like dun, 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 dun. Okay, so good. I like tracks like this where I can kind of be like, all right, you know what the fuck you're doing, but then you fuck up still a little bit. Okay, so I'm not gonna comment much, on the idea. I think the idea is solid. I think it's good. Everything, the kick and bass have its place, and it's super easy to do this in Melbourne Bounce. I've explained why. If you can get the kicks from Melbourne Bounce by CR2 Sample Pack, and then you can just get the bass. What you can do is get the kick and bass together, and they never touch, because it's the kick going halfway in the bar, and then the bass takes up the other half. So you got perfect, just can go out fucking loud ass kick, loud ass bass, without any problems there. And then you can make the sounds your own, aka, I'm using presets from another but back then. Can I release it as my own? You can distort it. You can do all kinds of shit to the bass to make it sound different. That's just resampling and doing stuff. That's totally fine. The thing where this song went bad, though, for me, was the second drop was very close-minded. Now, I understand, if this is played in a club, it's not going to matter. Because it's still going to sound in mono. But if, again, it's like the listening experience for the person wherever they're at. Car, headphones, if you have your mix so dull-minded in the center, like in the second drop, while in the first drop you had nice stereo and nice mono, just crossovers, which I like to call, then awesome. But on the second part, it's just all mono all the way through. And again, in the club system, that's not going to matter. But, if I'm on my headphones doing homework or, God knows, taking a shit, then I'm going to be like, get tired of it really fast, because, again, my mind's just not going to get stimulated. If you heard that Tyga song, they say she young, girl, I'm doing my penetrating, stimulated, some shit like that. So good shit, though. Hey, Sam, reworked my track with your latest feedback. Now, I got two versions. First one, dude, just... Yeah, I'll listen to the pitch down one, because the problem that a lot of people have is that if you are on a bad stereo system and you go in and you put your sub really low, it still sounds kind of good in your room. And then I hear it here and it's like, bro, where's the sub at? So here we go. High Walls version 3. All right, let me see this, how it used to be. Did you like pitch the whole song down? Because it sounds like you pitched the whole song down and the speed on it went down. Bro, when I told you, you need to put the pitch down on the 808 kick you have here, because there's no sub. I didn't mean slow down the whole fucking song, like. Yeah, you can hear the 808 now. It's like booming, yeah, but I think it's because it's slowed down that the 808's like. So don't pitch the whole song down. Pitch the 808 just goes down, bro. Oh man, okay, that's all. But it sounds better. I like the fast parts, leads, and I like the second part, the pitch downs parts, 808. But God, man, I swear. Okay, next one. Do you think this is too generic? It's a remix or bootleg. At least you're honest. You called it a bootleg, and there's 2 fucking ears. I've been watching this girl that eats hot Cheetos. Her name's Wendy's Cooking Show. She makes like some crazy shit with hot Cheetos, and she is pretty big. I have nothing against that, but I always love reading the comments, because there's always the people that say, "Oh, Wendy, you eat so delicious," and then the other guys going, "Man, that's disgusting." When you're like, YouTube comments or something. All right, here we go. They say she young. Kylie was like 14 or 17 at the time, and he was like, they say she young. She's a big girl. I'm penetrating or some shit. Where's the low end? Yeah, it sounds very generic, and again, there's nothing wrong with that, but when it doesn't sound professional, then that's when there's something wrong. I'd rather sound generic than sound like a guy on the street preaching poetry. No one gives a fuck. You know, it's like the gods. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. You just need more low end. I hate your chords. You know, it's the sounds you pick, man. But I do like the main lead. Also, you know, as I was listening to this, I was thinking this song would sound so bad if it wasn't for the vocal. And the reason I say this is because I remember when I first started producing and I was doing remixes, like I would put someone else's vocal in my track and be like, oh my God, my track sounds so good. But it was because of the fucking vocal. And then without it, it would sound like shit. But I would block that out of my head and just, again, with the vocal and act like it was my idea. And then my drop melody would be the melody of the vocal and of the original track. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm so fucking good. But in reality, you know, I'm not. I can't even make a melody to save my life at the time. But again, I was just like ignorant or starting out in when I was doing that. Yeah, you know, I exposed myself too. All right, next one is Dung Hung. Hey Sarah, what's up? I made this track within an hour when I was bored and I got an idea while playing on the piano. My main question is, how is the progression and the feeling of the song? Well, if you can play the piano and you've done it for a while, I'm sure it's gonna be good. But if you suck at it and you're like 1, 2, and 3, then it might not be so good. So as long as you don't use a P sample, we good, man. Didn't the last song, the first song we hear, use that sample of waves too, like the Okay, so if you ask me for the progression, which is the chords, I think they sound fine. Fine. I'm not like, oh, those are so beautiful chords, bro. Rub clits. Oh, no, it's more like, it's just whatever's. It's like if it was behind music, a movie, I wouldn't even feel like the goosebumps like I feel when I hear Hans. But it's not bad. It's decent. That's the thing with me. It's either really good and I feel it up up the back of my dick, or sorry guys, I'm being too vulgar now. Okay, so yeah, it's not that bad. I don't like the ending though. Here, there's a lot of movement starts to happen with ARPs and shit, but it's not good. It sounds very rusty. So whenever you make music like that, you also have to be clean with the mix and all that. Just letting you know. All right, hey Frankie, this is my track. Schuman's not going good with this retard with this music. To retard. Fuck you. Retard this music. Hey Frankie, this is my track. Hope you like it. LR arrangement needs a little work and the leads aren't perfect. Okay, future bass first try. Cool. Here we go. It's a good beat. Closer, baby, pull me closer. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Slap my dick and suck it dry, cause this song is so generic. I think I'm gonna try and skip, but I hope you fuckers don't send me another Closer remake. Okay, so I really love the fucking I really love the idea. Okay? I love the idea, but it just sounds too much like Closer. Like, it's hard not to be like, it's Closer. Like, I was listening to it all the way, the chords and everything. I literally could rhyme with it, and that's not that good. But I think the reason that a lot of people are giving you like, oh, it sounds like the Chainsmokers, is because it's because, you use almost exactly the same sounds. I think if this was progressive house, it would be a different story. However, the idea is pretty good. I like it. So, it sounds good to me. The mixing is a bit but I like the idea. So if you want to finish it knowing that, again, I'm going to come on the feature and be like, singing to you, singing with you, then for all means, you can do it. Hit me up. We'll have a collab. I'll call myself, I don't know, something funny. Pepe. All right. So next one is Karan Chibra. I think I've heard all these. Okay. What the fuck are you guys laughing at, man? Thanks for feedback. Congrats on 50K, by the way. Thank you. I don't really care much about the subscribers, to be honest. I kind of figured, I think loyal followers are more what I like. I don't know why I feel like crying. Holy shit. Here we go. That sample phonics loop, dog. Oh, he took it down! That sounds bad. It sounds like your mentally retarded cousin just came in like with a flute, like, let me play, and it sounds. Let's get some pussy tonight, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I thought it was pretty good. However, with this type of music, you got to be really dynamic. Because if you're not dynamic, it sounds so boring all the way through. It just sounds like somebody's like... Yeah, I got that from Dirty Frank before someone commented. So... you gotta be more dynamic with it, but it didn't sound bad. It's actually pretty good if it's like your first cinematic. Just ditch the flute, because the flute was shit, man. Okay, so next one is boy back music. I'll just call you boy band, because you do have that look to you. Hello, Sam. Would like to give me your feedback on your latest track? On my latest track, okay. All right, here we go. Bera original mix. Damn, you're Russian, dude. Fuck this. I'm not gonna lie, those saws in the intro, like the super saw kind of like in the back, it sounds really like generic, like already, like it just does not. It's lacking a lot of atmosphere. There it is. There it is. You're missing a lot of drums.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
I know it's fucked up, bro.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
I know. Okay, so this song is lacking a lot of groove. Like it's good. It kind of has the thing, but it's not. It doesn't have the groove. Like the that G House is really known for. So I would have to have you go back and fix that. But it's not that bad. The reason I was bringing up this song was because I think this is how your drop. Fuck. This is how your drop needs to sound. I might actually go watch the movie, but like the thing with I see a lot of problems with G House is one, a lot of people have trouble getting that thing to like hit, and a lot of it has to do with just having the right amount of low end and right amount of mids, because if you give up all the low end, it sounds like that. But if you give up the mid, it sounds hollow. So it's something that's hard for a lot of people. But again, you just have to figure it out. But it needs to sound like this, man. I don't know why your song reminded me of this, but okay, let's move on to the next one. I can't believe he took down his fucking song, man. God damn it. All right, Careless May 4. Send, click this one, May 5. Okay. Ah, you fucked up. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Love me, Sen. I'll make love to you to this shit. It's weird though. I'll like improve my thrusting game though. I'll be like I have to thrust when it hits. Hey, we're back. So I'm actually going to Cuba this December with my girlfriend. So I was thinking about making a blog because there's a music tour and I kind of wanted to do a video on it, like how they make music in Cuba, you know. And I might actually steal this to put it on my blog for that one in December. So Command C, Command Control B. Okay, yeah. So the intro was really weird, man. Maybe you should figure out a way to introduce the main melody at the drop. And then you can just drop with that instead. So have an intro where it's more like, you know, like, I don't know, the Cuba girl going, oh, yeah. You know, and then slowly build to that. Because it's more better for us to, it's like when you hear a joke and you don't have context. It's like, what? But then once you have the context, you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, the fuck, dog. So same thing here. We didn't know what it was going to, so I thought it sounded pretty bad. I like the spice on it, though. Sounded pretty good. Yeah, so Cuba. Next one is Meta Horizon by XX Mega. Bro, I haven't had anything by you in a while. Hopefully you improved a lot, but for some reason I feel like you haven't. Just looking at the waveform, but here we go. That's right. Fuck Kashmir. We're gonna get Fidel Castro or some shit. I don't know. Cuba. Habana. And fuck Kashmir. It'll be like Hashmir. It's gonna be Hashmir. Holy shit. Woo! Woo! Shit. Bro, you're still over compressing your shit. Like, yeah. Oh man, that shit was lit. Imagine someone dropping this at the club. It's like, okay, man. Look, you gotta first you gotta fucking follow me, because half of you motherfuckers that submit don't even follow me on SoundCloud. Can't even give me that respect. But other than that, you know, it's just too over compressed, and you know this because when the kick hits, it's like the kick is like getting hold back, like there's ropes around it, like, nah, chill the fuck out, bro, chill out, bro. And the kick's like, nah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this motherfucker. But then everyone's like, no, chill out. So he knows, you know, there's no altercation, so it's all whap, map, map, but no boom, 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 pumping. So yeah, please uncompress your tracks. Like, don't go so ham on them. Limit, you know, to hell. And send it in, because I think it's gonna sound better. But the idea is not that bad, but still, you know, people went apeshit in the chat. And I'm not going back, I'm going forward, just so you guys know. Okay, next one is Jack Swan. He's been submitting to the stream ever since episode 1, so let's hope he fixed it up. Here we go.
Keep my dark a secret. I used to keep my heart in pieces. He said he liked me better as a mess. He said he wants to save me from myself. I'm not gonna lie. I think I could die.
This reminds me of a song. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if you're ripping it off. Wait up. It's like literally the same shit. Wait, this one. Don't get me.
I sent this at the drugstore. Barely even said he out the front door. Hate my own shit, but I love yours. Fuck, I really love yours. 7 in the afternoon, half asleep, count the cars. As a man, the river love me like I hear it all the time, but I'm quiet when you make me fade. Feel it coming back, me fade. You make me
has the same vibe.
I'm a sinner, lay me down.
Let me pay.
Lay me down.
You make.
If I drown.
Sounds like a slowed down version of it and not so rough. But yeah, it needs a proper mix down, but I just had to point that out. Is the stream still live? Oh shit. Oh man, very, very way more louder. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Thank you for submitting, Jack. It wasn't that bad. Better mix downs again. Hey, what's up, motherfucker? Okay, here we go. So we're gonna check this guy out. Rexodus, Summer Days. You always gotta put my picture though. Here we go. I didn't notice DMs. Longest intro ever. Honestly, I got bored of your song in the break because it was just so fucking repetitive. Like nothing interesting happened. It was just like I was literally falling asleep. Maybe I'm just so tired of listening to progressive house, but those stops also are very I don't know. It makes me want to call whoever made this an asshole just because I'm like what the fuck, you know? It's like so weird, the rhythm of it. Also, make sure your sidechain is off when the kick is not present. Alright, so that's it for it. The melody's not that bad, but again, I get bored of it so fast that if I heard this in my car, I'll skip it instantly because that intro is super long as well. That's why I always tell my students, yo, keep your intros under fucking a minute, like 45 seconds, 30 seconds if you can. If you get the breakdown first, it's 30 seconds. If you get the drop first, it's 45 seconds. People have this really, like, I guess we got tired of listening to 1 minute intros for so long already that our attention span to a track is really low if you can't keep us entertained. I don't know, show some boobs. All right, I heard this one already. We're gonna keep going though. Next one is Dobidas Vales Vicias, and his song is called Persistence. So damn, that looks demonic as shit. Here we go. Did Respawn get mad or whatever? Wait, Jack's song. What did Jack say? You're good, Jack. It just sounded very similar, bro. That does. I can vibe with this. I think the only reason I'm kind of disliking it right now is, sorry if I'm talking weird, is because Don Diablo released a remix for the Coldplay song. I forgot the name of the Coldplay song, something like this or something, and it was crap. I thought it sucked. It was literally the same melody, and on the drop, it was just the Don Diablo lead for Cutting Shapes, I think. Okay, so I think my problem with this one in reality is though it's the mixing of it. It's just so, it's really like the levels are really off. Like, you know, we have the vocal in the back when it should be in the front of the mix, and then we have the pianos in the front, like they're the main attraction when it should be the vocal chops. It's probably because you put too much reverb on it. It's not that bad. I think if you can fix the mix up more, then it might sound better. As for a song, it does have the style of Hexagon a lot, so you know that's kind of cool. Just know that Hexagon, I think, has been changing a bit. Like they've been going from this to more like bass house and all that stuff. I guess they're trying to get more club music in there. Okay, so next one is called Grind. Here we go, baby. Yo, this is like the weakest dubstep song I've heard, man. Like literally, it's not wrist. It's like, it's not like making me go like, oh, you know. I have my speakers really loud right now. It's really weak, really fucking weak. Also, the low end sounds kind of weird because your synths are doing, and the sub is just like, like, you know, like you wanna, if you're on Serum, you wanna add direct sub out. You wanna route the LFO that is shaping the dubstep wobble, like making it go womp, 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 you know, and then you want to route that to your sub direct out there. And then you can have both the womp, womp, womp and the other wham, 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 have the same kind of sub out, because they're never playing at the same time. Those subs are never going to interact with each other, so you don't really need to worry about that, you know. Also, I think the on the side kind of weakens it a bit more. Yeah, I'm done with this one. I can appreciate good dubstep when I hear it, but sadly I can't appreciate this because it's not good dubstep. It sounds just like a preset and someone drowned it in fucking reverb. Like they used a lot of reverb with low decay time. It gives it that tone, but it doesn't work here because you have it playing so long that it's not there, man. Okay, I don't know if this is the same one we just heard. Grind that pussy. Someone commented. Man, dude, if my girlfriend saw the chat, she'd go like, what the fuck? All right, next one is Ishanti. I'll call you Ishanti just because I think that's a good name for you. Great job on the Hexagon Revolution pack. Thank you. You gotta say thank you to Sticky too. He did a lot of the work as well. All right, here we go. I'm assuming this is Hexagon style music, so... Again, vocal chops are in the back of the mix. They're supposed to be the main idea, so make sure they come more front. And I need to get up more. Here we go. So make sure they're more in the front of the mix. Things that could be pushing it to the back of the mix are too much reverb, hard reverb to be exact, volume, and EQ. Fuck, my laptop doesn't connect. Oh, I hear it coming in. Oh, there's the vocal chop. Guys, come on, man. Like, if your sub is too high up, lower that bitch, man. The sub should be at the bottom sucking some dick, you know, like low octaves. And it's so high up that it's not even making the room shake. It's like, It's like Marshmallow ejaculated and had a mentally ill baby, man. It's his Marshmallow's baby, but the fucked up one that he doesn't love. Yeah, so lower your sub an octave. That's my feedback for that one. So yeah, get your sub and lower it down a couple of octaves. Holy shit. Hey Samro, here's a big room track I made. Need some feedback. Okay, what the fuck? Koala and there's a fucking dog, bro. Alright, here we go, man. On May 4, we memorialized the people who died in wars. I thought it was May 5th. Shit. This part is dope, I promise. Your saw game is weak, bro. mixing is really bad. Oh my god, you still have the sidechain. If you're gonna do that, get rid of the original sidechain, bro, because that it's fucking up the trappy part. Okay, so on the drop, it sounds very muddy. It's not supposed to sound like that. Big room is like one of the more digital genres, so you really need to have piercing high end and all that shit. So here it doesn't sound that way. The kick, I would change out the kick for something more blaster jacks, and also the lead I thought was fine, but it sounded like it was drowned in reverb and hall. So again, ease up on that shit. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Big room is still cool, but when it's done right, and I don't mind getting them. But you know, by now people should be making, they should be able to make high quality big room like that. Okay, so next one is called Crown Jet. This looks like a fucked up crown though, like the Burger King crown, so I don't know, maybe that's why it's blacked out there, but here we go. That fucking supported by Dimitri Vegas, dog. That Reese. Okay, so far so good. Here we go, here we go. Oh, that lead. You like the duck lead? It's literally like a high resonance being open, you know, filter with high resonance being open with distortion, creates that quack, 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 quack. I guess it's not bad, but it's not good either because the leads are not like interesting at all. Like the lead is very dry, you know. It needs some lube and some reverb, a little hint of reverb, and more like, again, more effects to make it sound dirtier because it's too clean for trap. It's like whitewashed trap. So we gotta get that shit to sound dirtier, man. That lead, or else it's just gonna sound lame. Okay, next one. Also add a little bit more stuff because it sounds so like simple. Like it's not. You know, it's not enough. It needs more. All right, next one is Andreas Vandenberg. So why is there a big gap here? Here we go. Well, at least it sounds good, the mix of it. All right, they're the best part of the song, creating that silence tension like Hitler used to do it. If you guys watch a documentary of Hitler, he would go in front of a crowd and just stay quiet and look at them like you know, y'all bitches crazy, stuff like that, and it created so much like tension. I guess the crowd would see him more as a, oh shit, it's that fucker, you know. So I think that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to make us go like, oh shit, here it comes, it's coming. Oh fuck. Okay, so pretty good, pretty good. I like the mixing on this. You know, it could use a little bit of more fine tuning, but it's almost there. The only thing about it was I wasn't a big fan of the phaser going like, because the phaser is an EQ effect, a frequency effect. So it's like some guy with a fucking EQ with a high bell, high resonance, just moving across with a bell like, he's like, bro, I'm sick of what phaser. You know, and it kind of made me go, I also hear a little bit of background there. Elements that aren't coming out enough that I think would sound dope. So again, work with that, but yeah, those need to come out more. Other than that, it was pretty good, except for this long ass fucking, well, I mean, good ass fucking thing. This is super unique, bro. This is so unique. Like, everybody fucking goes straight into a break, but you fucking made us wait, and I like that. I like that about you. What's your fucking name anyways? Andreas Vandenberg. 1999. Oh. All right, Orlani. I've decided I'm going to dive into Tech House after last stream, so let me know what you think about it. P.S. Not mixed, so get ready for some shitty sounds. Man, you got to have more confidence. Holy shit. Here we go. This is not Tech House. I think it's not. Who the fuck? Are the comments like lagged or something? Sounds like Porter. There it goes. You gotta find ways to spice this up, man. It's not bad. You just need to work on the sound design and the mixing of it. I know what you're going for. Last stream I showed you guys like some Josafo Stein, or however the fuck you say his name, Big Daddy Chulo Negro El Papacito, and then I also showed you a Boys Noise today who have a similar style. So that's what he's trying to go for. No, nothing wrong with that. I think your sound design just needs to improve on it. You need to bring new sound design ideas, like new techniques into the table. Like sometimes it's like stuff that already exists, but you just gotta put it together and make it sound strong. Kick in and then drums, and you profit, bro. You get some money from the bitches, and you get to perform at the boiler room and get to like play music for like drugged out people, which again, some people love that whole idea of it. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't dig it because they're young. But trust me, guys, I used to love dance music, like the most generic shit ever, like boom, 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 boom. I still do. But I'd rather go to a club where they're playing techno or tech house now. Because watch, it's going to happen to you fuckers. And when it does and you're still following me, I'm going to start making techno and tech house tutorials. And then we're going to make tech house and techno just fucking blow up in America. All right, next one is Stephen Kennedy, who I know is decent. So let's hope he delivers. What the fuck? All right, here we go, here we go. Breaker Isaac. Kicks too loud. Sauce pushed too back in the mix. That means you either have them really low and you compress the shit out of this, or they just need to be brought up. So yeah, you need to work with the saws, man. Usually when it sounds like this is because you tried too hard in the mix. Don't joke, please. I was away eating dinner. Yeah, you felt something inside of you. Kebab, you felt Mala. I just felt something inside of me, and he was deep. Yeah, I bet a fucking big ass dick, bro. All right, here we go. So yeah, again, the saws are just pushed back in the mix. They need to be in the front of the mix, and if you do that and make them sound a little bit more high frequency, it would sound good. Now, if I tell you make it more high frequency, don't cut the lows, and then move to fucking just making like a big ass boost on the top end. No, you gotta do it good. And it would be great if you could share some production secrets / tips. I've always share my tips, guys. You know, my music, well, you know, I honestly, this is just something I realized as an artist. And, you know, how the fuck do you say it? I'm lucky to be able to make sound design for a living for big artists, and also make sound banks for you guys, and do a lot of things for you guys, and teach a lot of you guys, and teach out of school for a living, support my family and all that. You know, but one of the things I've noticed with music is that music is very subjective. You know, it's either you think it's good or bad. And if a song gets big, it's not because it's better than the song you have. It's just because it was marketed a lot better. There was a lot of more money being pushed to promote that song. And that's something I kind of have been dealing with in confidence wise. Like, oh, like people are always like, oh, why aren't you not signed? And I'm like, because I'd rather do a career in the teaching and the sound design and make music and not have to worry about promoting it. But it doesn't mean, again, if there's a big track out there, that it's better than your song. The only thing we can say if it's better, it's in the mixing department and mastering, the quality of it. Like, oh, this sounds like the low end is crap, while the commercial release song sounds perfect. So again, and then even then, people complain about mixing, like, oh, I heard Adele's new track and the mixing on it was what the fuck. Like, it's so weird. Anyways, here we go. That chord, don, it's really like muddying up your track. That sounded really bad, high piercing, resonating frequency. I didn't even see it. I didn't see your questions. Yeah, so you gotta fix just that low end up and all that. So I didn't see your questions. I have to go over here to read your fucking questions. I'm gone. I'm in school. I have to type, so I copy and paste. Yeah, so again, this one, it's just people making their tracks loud when you can't because of the mix down. So that's all I have to say about that. Production secrets, keep it simple. Next one is deephorizons.mp3. But I teach at Matrix Sessions. It's the owner, was one of the founding members of Icon. And I guess they just didn't get along. Icon is more of a class setting where it's like 20 students, 10 students to one teacher. At Matrix, it's usually one-on-one, and then my classes are going to be 5-to-1, so 5 students to 1 teacher. It's very chill compared to Icon, and also Brian was actually the guy that mentored Jaws, and all the guys Icon likes to brag about. That's Brian. He used to work there when they were there, and he was the one that was mentoring them. There's so much stories behind that I don't even want to get into it, but it's funny. Anyways, here we go. Let's check this one out. Traxy, good for you. Oh yeah. saws are too raspy, like. Okay, so for that one, again, remember nothing over 150 hertz in low end, because then you hear it on the sides too and it just sounds bad. The next thing is, I think, again, those saws are just ruining the mix. Too much over processing on them. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say there. But yeah, sounds like a beginner. Too many high pop filters. Mighty tracks need better EQ. Yeah. Next one is Pesuda Bookings. Man, so you're a touring DJ, so let's see what you got, bro. Teachers be like, here we go.
Motion of his hands, the one who gives the sun its light. One of us, one of us.
It can be louder. It's not loud enough, so it can be definitely louder. It does sound better than your Martin Garrix one if you're making it seem like I talked a lot of shit on it, because I don't have that much shit to talk about this one other than the generic fucking put your hands together and like put your hands up stuff. But yeah, pretty dope, I guess. Finish it. It's not that bad. All right, Palu's the song is halfway done and some feedback would heavily be appreciated. The kick isn't punching in enough, and the drop saw itself isn't how I want it. So there you go. That's your feedback, bro. Your drop saw isn't good and your kick isn't punchy enough. Have been producing just a few months and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's see what you got, but. Sarah, I've got a label maker. Sarah signed. That's an Asian kick, bro. That's just tiny. Holy shit. How the fuck you get a kick so tiny, man? Okay, so kick, guys, needs to be at the center, like at the front of the mix. That thing needs to be like bam, bam. And also you sidechain to it, because then the leads on the side sound like they don't even belong to the song because they're not reacting to the kick hitting. They're like, oh, that kick is small. It's tiny, 2 inches long, man. So... That's all I have to say, man. I don't like the vibe of it, by the way. It's too much going on, too much movement. Okay, so next one is Unknown of DJ. We're going to check out your track. And you know what? Let me just fast forward this so you know what tracks are being played next. And then I'll show you the email, because everyone's always asking about the email. For me, it's... you didn't submit anything, bro. So we keep going here. Okay, there. Ray Brothers music, you guys again. My brother. All right, here we go. Madhouse original mix. It's like when I'm about to get some pussy, dude. That boom boom, like I guess the horn of doom that Hans Zimmer made famous is fighting with your leads like hardcore. Not bad, not bad. Reminds me of Sac Martino, who's doing a sound bank with us, by the way. In fact, he finished it like last month. It's just that he got like some really good. He got signed to this big label, and he's doing a couple of remixes and stuff. So you know, like after his Chainsmokers remix, so he hasn't been able to send it to me yet. He's also doing like a video series with it, so obviously that's gonna be cool. But it reminds me of that. I think again in the break you have that horn of doom that's just taking up so much space. You gotta acknowledge it, or else it's just gonna drown everything. Mix sounds fine. Some people are gonna complain about it, but I thought it sounded fine. To the next one. Ollie James. Damn, bro, you made 5 cents out of this shit. The recommended is a burn. Look at that. There's a song, like a really big deep house song. Dun 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 dun. Got released on Spinning, I think. I don't know if it's Bollier or not. Maybe you should reference that because right now I'm not liking the mix on this. Everything sounds very loose. Like it feels empty. Like yeah, you have the highs and all, but it feels like, you know, this is all empty. This is all full, the front and the back, but then in the center of the mix, you know, the insides of it, it sounds like it's weak. It sounds like a hot ass girl that has no personality in a way. So you might want to fix that in the mix, but it sounds good, decent, you know, and I know what you're going for. All right, next one is Alex Main, Oasis, baby. Let's hear some P sample. Another guitar. It's not the A-Lock song. That vocal chop is. Okay, so I think this one, the low end of it, you need to saturate it more because I can barely hear the mid lows of it. And God knows if I play this in the laptop, I'm barely gonna be able to hear those the low end. I'm not gonna be able to hear the bass of the song, which is gonna make your top melody sound flimsy. Other than that, I think it's decent, but again, it sounds so like the leads you have, the dun on the sides, they sound so separated away from what's going on here in the center that it sounds like, again, you need to mix that better in so it sounds more like a full track rather than these fuckers are loud and then the bass is covering the lows. But again, where's the mid low of the bass? Where's the mid highs of it? You have so much to work with in the center of the mix. That's all I have to say about that one. Very empty there. So next one is DJ CDG, The Passion of the Christ. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid not to try. Okay. This blizzard. Oh shit, I deleted your song. What was it called again? Oh yeah, The Passion. There we go. Wow. Too quiet, my brother. Too quiet. I'm gonna say work on your chord progression. I can't comment on anything else because it's not that loud where I can start to hear every little detail you fucked up on or did good on. But yeah, the chord progression is not that enticing to me. Like, it's not making me stick around. Also, the low end sounds a little bit off key at certain points. So you might want to work with that. But next time, submit a louder song. You know, you don't have to limit it, but you can at least make sure that it's normalized. Okay, next one is Vokai Creator Finished 1. Sounds like Cashmere. Your bass, again, mid-lows. You guys lacking there. Drop's not bad. The break is bad because, again, you know, you have your low end on it. It's just the sub. You need to have another bass reinforcing there, because then if you're going for that vibe, if you don't, it sounds again very hollow. Yeah, you have a lot of low end. Yeah, you have a lot of mid, high, and high, but where the fuck is the mid lows? And then it just makes it sound really like, again, it's like where you see something fucking huge and then you go like, you know, you knock on it and it feels hollow, like it's empty inside. That's how I felt about that break though, but drop's not that bad. Again, you know, heard it so many times though. Okay, next one is Adam Punk. He has this finger as the picture of and it looks kind of nasty because it has that black around it, but here we go. Alpha Centauri. Ooh, someone commented. That P sample, dog. The P sample. Fuck, that lead was annoying. The da-na-na-na, you know, like, and then I think the melody is too much for trap. It's just a bit too much. Holy shit, is that a fucking snake? Is it moving? Is that fucker moving? That nigga's eyes, man! Oh, I want to see this shit. Lagging, bro. They don't want you to see the snakes of the eye, the snake's eyes. Holy shit, snakes of the eye. I think it's a bit too much. Like, if I heard this on the dance floor, it's like, how would I dance to it? And yeah, I guess it's good for like a soundtrack kind of shit, but I'm not liking the low end on it at all. The break sounds really empty, just because we have that sub again from the drop, but it's just you need to add more layers on top of it to make it sound fuller rather than I feel the energy, but I don't hear it. Okay, and then the snake eyes, I don't know, I thought it was a bit corny, but you know, maybe I'm just jealous I can't do that. The sub cringe. Okay, next one is called Impact R&W. There's some, you're fucking dirty, man, you're disgusting. Anyways, here we go. low end there. Where's the low end? Oh yeah, I saw Instinct in chat. Why are you getting triggered that I called you disgusting? I think your cover art is disgusting. It's like a ball that took a shit on these people, and I see a little girl here. Like, what the fuck, bro? But you know, I'm just fucking around though. Chill out, Instinct. Chill out, bro. He's so triggered, bro. It was a prank, bro. Where's your low end, bro? Okay, I guess the idea is not that bad. I've heard it a lot before, but you know, if you're gonna do it, at least do it right. So here are my tips: 1, low end, no low end. 2, drops all mono, make it more stereo, make it more dynamic. Like the can be stereo, and then the can be in mono. But I would make that one stereo because like a hint of stereo at least, because it's playing so much and it's just coming from the center of the mix that gets fucking annoying. You know, I've heard these tracks by Joshua Cherney, who followed this channel. That motherfucker went from progressive house to dubstep, and then it went good for him. You know, it's the mix is just so dynamic in the stereo and in the mix. Here it just sounds like you put a limiter on it, probably invisible limiter, and like ram that bitch. No low end. Yeah, and also the pictures, like, what the fuck, bro? But that's just my thoughts. Hopefully you're getting mad in the chat though. I kind of want to see that. The demand doesn't need a logo. Just being here today. Okay, so again, idea's not that bad, but it needs some bass. Like the Rave Brothers say, bass. You need some bass. So I'm like waiting for him to comment. Watching from North Korea, bro. I'm iffy on the vocal. And the bird! Them birds, dog. Fucking life right there. I'm just iffy on the vocal because it sounds a bit dirty at times. Like, it doesn't sound well executed, but the track is pretty dope. I don't know who the artist is, but if it's a remix, pretty dope. I'm sure again, the country that belongs to will probably like it. Who knows? It might get played on the fucking radio all the time, like some songs here. Mac J and Max Styler, Knock Me Down featuring Elena Boynton. It's the Word remix.
They said I will never be a threat. Looking down on me, said I this is though I'm already through those fights. I'ma do it. I'ma do it. I'ma do it.
It's not that bad. I just need a little bit more work with the vocal. It sounds a little bit out of place with everything else, but it's placed perfectly. It's just you got to figure out why it's not fitting in with everything else. Other than that, it was well executed. Again, I think Future Bass is a little bit too generic, but you guys can go ahead and yeah. Someone said Laidback Luke made a video about me, or someone in the chat, so I don't know. I'll probably go check it out after this. See if Big Daddy Luke, I don't know, did something. All right, so next one is Martin Fritzon. It's called Nexus. Canva, baby. Love that shit. Here we go with this one. Damn, what the fuck happened there? Cages, you're on a... Oh, you got me. My friend, guys, he's my friend. I forgot why I wanted to do that, but whatever. It's not that bad. It's not bad. I think there was points in the bass line where I was kind of like, it's kind of like, oh, damn, it's a bit too hard. The mix, however, is lacking a little bit of that polish, but it's not that bad, and you executed it pretty well. Again, with every genre, like, you guys execute well. Just know that, again, it's gonna make people go like, oh, it sounds like yeah, or it sounds like Brooks. So it's always kind of good to do kind of try and find your own style. if you don't want that to happen. But yeah, I don't know. Brooks added me, I guess, after the video, the one I made, the secret to the Brooks lead. I think it was that one, or like a couple of videos before I made about Future Bounds. I'm not sure though, but I didn't know I had him on my friends list till like I think a couple of days ago. I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, he has so many followers. I'm like, oh shit, it's Brooks. And then I stole his fucking picture, and then I used it in one of my videos. I'm just kidding. All right, the next one is called Lady Gaga, The Cure, and it's the Sarah remix. So let's check this one out.
I'll undress you cause you're tired. Cover you as you decide. When you fall asleep inside my arms.
Sazana.
May not have the fancy things, but I'll give you everything you could ever want. It's in my arms.
I try.
So baby tell me yes, and I will give you everything. So baby tell me yes, and I will be all yours tonight. So baby tell me yes, and I will give you everything. I will be right by your side. If I can't find the cure, I'll fix you with my love. No matter what you do, I'll fix you with my love. And if you say you're okay, I'm gonna heal you anyway. Promise I'll always be there.
Sarah, I know you're in the chat, bro. Sarah can't breathe. Like this, please don't disappoint. Shit, I'm waiting for people to comment before I comment, because then I know Sarah's gonna get kind of yeah. Come on, you guys are too nice. You guys are too fucking nice. No one's gonna comment. No one's gonna comment. Weak drop. Me, myself, and I. Drop needs a bit more volume. Okay, so first thing, Sarah, let's see. You have bass on your sides of your mix, so you want to make sure again it's 150, 200 hertz below, fully mono, because it gives this like really muddy vibe that you don't want. Second, you know, that sound is mono. The bass is mono, but I don't feel like it's necessary here. As long as you're low, and again, everything below 200 hertz is mono, you can have that lead, that bass in the center of the mix that you have be stereo-ish. You know, I always say, guys, always have your bass in mono, and I think a lot of people take it the wrong way, where I mean put the whole fucking bass in mono. You have the bass in mono in progressive house, all of it. But if it's like this style of music where the bass is the center of attention, it's okay to have it be stereo as long as everything below 150, 200 hertz is, again, put in mono, and you can decide where you want to do that, but that's mainly the thing there. And that vocal is a bit too... Also, I think a bit too much reverb was added there. And yeah, like some people said, Mesto, You and I would be the reference for this. Or fuck, what's it called? You and Me or some shit? You and Me, Mesto. What the fuck is Mesto? Did they delete his SoundCloud? I would reference this, so I would fucking actually, like, if I was giving you like a legit feedback like I do to the guys at Patreon, the $10 perk, what I do is I grab a song that's very similar to theirs, just so I know I'm not making any mistakes, and I go and I literally hear like something similar to it, and then I could tell. So now I go to yours, where I think I took it out already. But yeah, again, you gotta get your track to sound that way, and the way you do is, again, make room for everything in the mix, and keep that in mind, the whole mono rule, and you should be fine. I think what he did is he put the vocal stereo and the bass mono, so it works really well because the vocals are always adding there. And I guess this guy fucked up here, but we're gonna move on to Tivoli. Here we go. leads are really loud compared to the bass. I like the sound of the bass, but I don't like the sound of your leads. They sound really just too loud, and that's gonna make them sound so over compressed and limited. Especially if you have a master. I don't even have this loud. I want to put this in mono and see if the leads transcribe to mono, because they're all wide. There's no lead in the middle. Like, you don't have a lead in mono to back it up, so it will get lost in mono. I'm just letting you know right now. It's too wide and loud. All right, moving on to the next one. Curtis Daniels, Resistance, almost finished. It looks like two boobs in a way, but here we go. Is he talking about that vocal chop? Ainsa. You know, sometimes I can barely hear that guy at times. You want me to? Okay, so my ears are dead. I come to the conclusion my ears are dead right now, because I'm hearing this and I'm going like, God, like it just sounds like everything. There's no dynamics to it. It just sounds dead. So my ears are officially dead for the day. So I'm gonna end it with this song. If I had to comment on this song, I did say that it's hard to hear the vocal chops at certain points. I'm iffy on the low end because the kick does sound very big. You want to be careful there that it's not interfering with that low end. I think there's still a lot of improvement that can be done on this song. That's all I can say. I'm sorry, I can't really comment much more on it because I don't trust my ears. My ears are dead. But yeah. Fuck. Thank you, Liam C and Cages, for always donating. But yeah, that's gonna be it right now. So I'm fucked. Hey, it's 2 hours of listening to music. Fuck, imagine. Bye. I'm not leaving though, but it's okay. Bye. Who said I'm leaving? Make a track with your voice. It's actually not that hard. All right. So someone said. So many young guys want to show track. My track is good on the ears. See, the thing is like it's so much saw. Dance music is so much saw. Like right now, I feel like whenever I go to like a club, or I used to go, I would come out of there going like goddamn, that was so much like saw music. Can you sing Closer karaoke? Baby, come. Nah, I can't sing this shit. Make a 10-minute challenge. Yeah, I should probably do that, huh? See, the thing is, I've been trying to figure out my videos is how do I get more people to watch them? Because I know that, I talked to Edwin, and Edwin's a good friend of mine, and his videos get a lot of traffic, like 32,000 views. So I'm trying to figure out why that is, and I think my conclusion with that is that he makes his videos really fun, and it caters more towards the younger crowd, which is obviously bigger on YouTube. Also, I think there's more FL Studio users. I'm not checking out more tracks. Stop being selfish, bro. Unique clickbait thumbnails. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I need to show like, I don't know, Don Diablo naked or something. Take the mic in your mouth as a dick. Yeah, right. Like the picture of it is like, clickbait is everything, man. Yeah, I know clickbait is everything. But I think our clickbaits are like how to sound like Don Diablo, how to make music like Don Diablo, and then you make your own shit. I'm gonna go creating some new Saw music. Fuck, I'm tired of the Saw after today, man. I will make clickbaits for you. It's like you won't believe what I've made or some shit. Fuck clickbait, yeah. DJs Westbrook's in here. I don't know who that is. I think that's Brooks, but I don't think he's in here. It's some other guy named DJs Broen or some shit. Send Deep Throat that mic. You know, I've actually tried. Like, I don't think I can't even fit it in my mouth. So, when will you get feedback again? Probably Friday or Saturday. I'll try and do it. Last week I couldn't do it because I was sick with food poisoning. I took my girlfriend to this like Italian restaurant, and I that whole week I was dead. The good thing is I released the vocal pack, and you know I had my income for the week, I guess, but I was fucking dead. If you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask them. I'll answer any fucking question. I'll try to the best of my ability. But other than that, let's see if I can do this though. The vocal pack is nice. Yeah. So I already lined up the next vocal pack for you guys coming in probably 2 months or 3. It's going to be with Adrian Delgado. If you guys don't know who he is, he made a song called Perdóname with Dioro. And he was Dioro's personal singer for quite some time. Their track got a lot of plays, 4.59 million. And then on YouTube, it got like 8 million on the views. Yeah, so good stuff from them. So he's going to be the next vocal pack, but that's coming in like 2-3 months. And he's an amazing singer. Should I change from FL to Ableton? So should you change from FL to Ableton? See, the thing is I've tried FL and I just don't like the layout of it. Ableton is, I think, a lot faster. A lot of people say, you know, deadmau5 said it as well. So that's why I picked up Ableton back in the day from Reason, was because people said it was a lot faster in workflow, and once you get the hang of it, it's like super fast. Also, the Ableton effects are amazing. They're like, they should be third-party plugins. They're that good. So yeah, I would recommend it, but then there's gonna be people that say nah. I've been watching your videos for some time. I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think about a producer who produces tracks of different genres because he enjoys it? I think that's amazing. Every genre, again, is like a challenge. It has a challenge of its own that that you have to move towards. So like future bass, you have to be good at chords. You have to realize the fact that the kick hits with the chords. You got to be good at making drums for that style. While progressive house is super hard at mixing, and you just got to figure out how to do that. But it's all going to improve you. Zenworld, love you, Papa. I love you too. Dude, give me my track a listen. Fuck. I listened to so many tracks today, I'm dead. I'm using headphones to mix. And which system should I listen to my track to check it after? Take off the headphones and then hear it through laptop speakers. Hear it through an iPhone. Hear it in a car. And finally hear it through some expensive monitors if you can. If not, then this should be fine. Can you do a tutorial on how to do a super saturated satisfaction bass? Bro. Check this out. It's in the Silent One Revolution sound bank, which I think you can torrent, so you can go get it. What do you think? It seems like you have to stick to your song till you make it, and then it's like produce whatever you want. Um, yeah, you have to sell out in order to get heard. This is something me and Nina were talking about a long time ago. In order to get heard, you have to sell out. You have to cater to the mainstream. Once you have a good fan base, then you can be all about like, oh, I'm gonna make stuff I love, and then and you know, release what you intended to release because now you have an audience. However, compared to you like pouring your fucking heart out and then no one listens to you, but then you make a remix for the song, you have a big audience, and now everyone listens to you. That's something I talked to her about. Is Future Brown's harder to mix compared to like Progressive House? I think Progressive House is the hardest one to mix. Future Bounce is not that hard. The only thing about Future Bounce that I think makes a lot of people go fuck is the bass. They can't get it to sound punchy, and the lead's always too loud. My boy torrents. I don't torrent. It's just that every single fucking time, you know, my packs get torrented, I can take them down. So when Silent One Revolution Volume 1 finally came out, it's been like a year or two. So I was like, you know what? I think everyone that bought it already bought it, and they can have it. It's over. Like, the sounds are kind of outdated, even though they're not. But I was like, fuck it. It'll bring new customers because they'll see how amazing the sounds are and shit. Do you think Actual and Girls' EP will be good? A lot of people said they sell out, and it's kind of like, yeah, buy laid back music. Yeah, I like their new stuff, but I've been hearing a lot of people talk shit on them, so it's kind of weird. So yeah. So when did you start producing? I started producing in like 2004, I want to say, but it wasn't serious producing. It was like Magic's Music Maker, and it's like a loop-based DAW. It's gonna be this one, yes. You bring back memories. This one, I bought it at Fry's Electronics. Oh my god, back in the day. And you would use loops, and then you can make music videos and all that. So it's kind of weird. Yes. And oh yeah, and these are the fucking CDs full of loops for it. It's funny. But yeah. You know, I feel bad for Breaker Isaac because I know he wants an audience, but I don't know. I don't know, you know. I'll let Cages block the shit out of him. Please make more future bounce tutorials. Maybe in the future. The thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever I release a pack, like a sample pack or a project file pack, I always release tutorials before it that are kind of in the genre of that pack to kind of help promote the pack. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of giving value with the pack because I know not everyone's going to buy it, and I know not everyone can, even if they wanted to. So I always like to give free stuff, free knowledge in exchange for the promotion, which I think is the best way to do it. I don't like to try and hard sell it. So, you know, just have it there, and if people want it, they'll get it. What do you think about Splice and producer using Splice samples to make a track? That's fine. I don't like Splice because it doesn't have some of the good sample pack companies like, you know, like, I don't know if they have Identity. I think they do, but they don't have like Sample Phonics. They don't have Sample Magic. They don't have Cymatics or Antidote Audio. And I think it's in our best interest not to go to Splice because the thing that makes our companies unique is the quality of the samples and the presets. And if you want, you know, presets from Zenworld, or if you want presets from Cymatics, then you're going to have to go to them, not Splice. I always get asked the Future Bass pack. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Future Bass. I feel like if there's a sample pack out there for it, like the Antidote Audio one and the Cymatics one, I think it covered it well. So there's really nothing for me to come in and be like, hey, check out my pack. It pretends something different, because then if it did, it would sound really bad. How much dB differentiation should there be between your chords and your mono lead? Usually the mono lead is a little bit louder than the chords. It all depends, so that's why you need a good listening environment. Yo, 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 lick my balls, yo, lick my balls. Yeah, so what are your thoughts about Future Bounce? I like it, but I got tired of it pretty fast. So I should host a competition. Maybe. I've been thinking about doing a speaker giveaway, but maybe I'll do this where it's like you have presets and samples, use them. Best track wins the monitors. I think that would be pretty dope. Zenworld. Are you planning on releasing that Future Bass but Splice? Reference tracks are fine, bro. The big guys do it, so you should too. Damn, Cages is crazy. Like, I wouldn't fucking block people. Holy shit. Listen to my track. Yamahas. Fuck the KRKs. I don't know. I haven't heard Suyano music, so I can't really say, bro. Waited 4 weeks now for you to feedback my track, Jonas Johansson. So get here, like, be ready to send your track in at 8 in the morning when I start the stream. Or you can do the Patreon feedback thing, which again I have it open, but I don't feedback tracks outside the stream. The Cool here. Who the fuck is the Cool? Who's the Cool? Cool. The Cool. Comment to I don't know if that's good. Why do you say fuck the KRKs? Curious because I own some. I say that based on what people have said on the internet, and also I've heard them live, and they have a bit too much low end. They make the low end sound like glorified when it's not. And the Yamaha HS8s are super neutral, so it's better to get neutral monitors than monitors that accentuate something, because you want your track to sound like shit, like neutral, as shit as possible. Like, you know, if you can make your track sound good on these monitors, it's going to sound amazing everywhere else where the monitors are adding more spice to the track. What is your time zone? Pacific. Hey, Sam, what software do you think is best, Logic or FL Studio? I think FL Studio. Logic is trash. And it's not that I'm throwing beef at it, but Logic hasn't introduced anything revolutionary or anything crazy like where people want to flock to it. Right now, it's Ableton and FL are killing it, and I think those are going to be the DAWs that are going to like lead the way of the future, because everyone is so stuck on the past, I swear. The fuck he's talking. Varian uses Rocket 5s, but I'm sure like somebody's mixing his shit. VTX is better than the Rookie. Ever heard two Variance tracks? See, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. In the end, it doesn't fucking matter what you use. It doesn't matter what fucking synths you use. I mean, if it sounds good, it sounds fucking good. And if you figure out your monitors, then awesome. That's why, you know, you go online to find out what monitors to buy, and you have like 10 people saying, no, this one's good, and the other one's like, no, the other one's better. So in the end, it doesn't fucking matter what anyone thinks. What matters is what you think of them. Have you ever heard the Atom A77X? Nah. I have the Atom A7X, but not the A77X. They have him at my school in the studio. That's awesome. Sarah, you're making future bounds. Okay, cool. Yeah. Suck. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Not that many crazy questions. I was gonna show you guys something cool though. I think it's right here. I don't know. If you guys can hear this, let me know. I don't think you guys can hear that shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we can hear. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we're actually, I think right now, like, you know, we're working on Confessions Revolution Volume 2. We got the presets pretty much all laid out already. There's still a couple of improvements we want to do to it because some of the sounds didn't come out that great. But there's some that are really good that I fucking love. Like the blowjob one. It's the sound of the gangsta. I think which one did I fucking like? Oh yeah, the effects. Yeah, there's some crazy ass. You ever wondered how to make shit? You know, it's right there. Like, what if you have torrented serum? Because then the packs don't work with serum. Yeah, it doesn't. The new serum, you're gonna need the new serum, but yeah, it's been, you know, at work with this one. I actually had someone help me with this one. So for sure, it's I don't know if it's bigger than volume 1. It's almost up there with it, but yeah, some of them are really dope. I forgot. There's one that Sonny Banks used on his new track. Where is that shit at? Fucking Sonny Banks, bro. Yeah. I also made a pack for you guys. I have a question though, and I want you guys to be serious though, because I can't really see that. What is Samuel's time zone? Please tell me someone. It's Pacific time. Do you have leveling based tutorials? For the next vocal pack. The next vocal pack is gonna take 2 months, but I made drums with the Korg MS-20, which is actually gonna be this synth. Check it out. Now the problem with that is that I think a lot of people aren't gonna like him mainly because you're gonna hear the quality on them. The Korg MS-20 is very noisy. There's a lot of noise involved in it, so you're gonna hear like a shh shh to every fucking sample almost. So let me see if I can put this up. So we got the fucking donks and then the bass loops. I don't know if you guys can hear the white noise. But that's how that synth sounds. And I know some people are going to be like, damn, that sounds so fucking weak, bro. Sounds warmer, though. That's the thing, though. The thing about it, though, is I'm just curious what you guys think it sounds like. Because I'm releasing this for free, but I just want to make sure that you guys are going to be able to use it, because if not, then obviously I'll just rather do presets for Silent 1. Then we got the donks, but they sound very, yeah. Damn, I gotta lower that shit down. I don't know why I put that. Yeah, but I think everyone's gonna want the drums. So that's pretty much what I have so far. But I'm just curious what you guys think. A lot of Cal Watson stuff. So it's kind of cool. Lucen's music. Edwin is cool. Yeah, so definitely want to release that for free. So I'm just curious what you guys feel like the way they sound like. Because if I release it, obviously I want people to be able to use it, download it, and be like, oh, this is fucking dope. But I'm still iffy. I'm kind of insecure on them a bit because they're not processed at all, just because I want to give people the chance to do that. But let's see. Holy shit, PM, and I'll send you the update. Then people are talking about like torrenting serum in here. This can be really cool, that OG house. Yeah, it's for analog style of house, but we'll see. Yeah, boys, now we'll be able to use his perks. We love you. Appreciate it, bro. But again, I prefer if you, you know, prefer if you didn't torrent it, but yeah. What to put in mono and what to put in stereo? Everything under 150 goes in mono. Let me see. Shit. I don't think I can show this one because there's some stuff in there. Fuck, if I had like stuff that was fucking finished on this one. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, so everything under 150 is fully mono. Vocals are usually mono unless there's like a big element in the... Actually, I can show you that one. I fucking hate the drop though, but I'll show you that one. And then I'll show you like why. I think it's I Can't Forget You, so let's go with that one. And then I'll just guide you through this song. I'll be like, alright, this is why this one's in stereo. I've been meaning to make a tutorial like that for a while. Make sad melody presets for Serum, please. So you can say it's analog. Yeah, analog synths are great, guys, but honestly, it's not gonna make you sound better. It's, in fact, some of you guys might think it's like sounds muddy, but that's just the way the synths are. They don't have that much high end, and you know, so they sound a bit muddy to some people because of that. But muddy is something else. It's like too much, again, accumulating. So let me see. I think it's this one. Okay, so for instance, let's see here. Come on, don't get freeze up on me. Let's say we have here. Let's say we're mixing this part here or something. Obviously, my kick, you want to put that in mono. That shit is bumping fucking loud though. So kick, you want it to be in mono for sure, always. The reason for that is because it's the driving force of your track. Now let me see, do I have anything on here making it stereo? I doubt it. Yeah, it's the fucking S1. Okay, so it's gonna sound a little bit stereo because of the S1. It's just some new technique I've been trying out. But always kick mono. I always put a mono thing on it just to make sure it's always there. Top kick and all that, obviously mono. So you get the Cashmere one, obviously top kick, and then you have the other top kick going on. So you want that always to be mono. Bass, this is gonna be a very analog style bass. So obviously you want to do sidechain to it when the kick hits, only when the kick hits. So if you do a sidechain to this, you know, based on volume, you want to grab that here. You know, let's say this was the volume of the track. Let me see if I can put this up, automate it. Where the fuck? Show automation. Okay, that's one out. Where the fuck is that? There we go. So if you do a sidechain for this, let's say the kick, this is where a lot of people fuck up, is that literally the sidechain has to be inverted with the kick. So if the kick hits like that, you want to have a sidechain that's like this, and that's going to come up and be in by around here. So let's say the top is the volume I want it to be at, because I'm being too lazy here, and you can barely see that. So let's move that down. Let's move you up here for now. So first thing is that if you're going to have a bass mono and a kick mono, you can never have them playing at the same time. That's always going to cause this really rumble in the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to do a sidechain. Now you can use LFO 2 or you can use the Ableton one, but ideally the sidechain should look like this. Kick hits, boom, goes straight down, and then as the kick is just decreasing, and you can see this kick is fucking big, you want to bring it in. Since this kick doesn't leave that much room, it's literally loud all the time until it hits the end, then we really have to do something like this. because then if we hear this with the kick up here, the one that in the bus, and do that, you want the kick to hit and then you want the bass to come in. Now I think this sidechain is a bit too much, so let's go back to the one I have. Now I'm doing sidechain with a compressor. So the goal is to have the kick hit and then the sidechain comes in for the bass. That way they don't fight. Okay, so ideally that's how it should look. So we got that. I know we have another sound around here. Oh yeah, the atmospheric shit. Where is that at? Where the fuck is that shit? So this atmosphere that you see here, you cannot put that obviously in mono. You want that to be in full stereo. So what I did is, first off, I like to make my atmosphere with a lot of reverb here. So obviously there, you know, we have the reverb has a stereo feature over here, and that's put up all the way. So that makes it, moves it to the side of the mix. And you want to do it because, again, if you have this shit in the center of the mix, it's just going to cover the crap out of your instruments. So then if we hear this atmosphere with the kick and the bass, you know, we want each to have a room, its room in the mix. So we go here, and then we go here, and then we go. So the goal here is, as you can hear, and this is my philosophy always, the atmosphere is on the sides, the bass and the kick is in the center of the mix. That way we have room for everything. I don't know why people don't like to use the sides of the mix for their music a lot. So we, again, that atmosphere goes there, and then we have the effects which are already processed from you know, these companies here. So we go. So we go to the drums. The snare, I don't know why I did that here. Let's bring that up. The snare has a gate on it because the fucking sample sucked. But again, with the drums now, we're placing everything again. The snare panned a little bit to the right, as well as the clap. But then everything else is gonna get panned to the left. So we're gonna pan this to the left and this to the left. So clap, snare to the right, and then the rest to the left. That way you open up the mix rather than having it be all in the center of the mix. It's kind of opened. So then it's gonna sound like. So again, we're making room for everything. Again, if I had all of these just in the center of the mix, it would sound a little bit more dull, especially if they're not processed by the companies. But so far, I'm just doing stuff for you guys there. But I see that's being the center and the 7 mono. So people put it in mono, put it to mono, and it sounds like crap. Yeah, that's the thing with bass can kick, you know, is that a lot of people don't know when it should be stereo and when it should be fully mono. So it's just something there. But yeah, that's just an example here of having this. Again, making room for everything. Now in the break, this is the last example I'll show. It's that there's a vocal there, and I use this as an example for how to process vocals, which sounds like this.
I can hardly breathe, and I can hardly see, but I can't forget you. No, I can't forget you. I can hardly breathe, and I can hardly see, but I can't forget.
So let's bring it back to this, because I think this is like the best example of why you need to, again, give space to everything in the mix, and it'll take care of you. So I have here a Moog pad, and that's going to be this synth over here. And the thing with the Moog pad is that it's mono. I can make it stereo if I want, but it's going to sound crappy. So what I did is definitely mono all the way. It's fucking huge in the center of the mix. So if I were to get the vocal, and I know it's out of tune, it's just a vocal sample from a pack. I still have yet to melodyne that shit, but it's right here. If I get the vocal and I decide to put the vocal in the center of the mix with that fucking pad, then it's gonna sound.
I can hardly breathe.
When the pack comes in here, check this out.
I can hardly breathe. And I can hardly see, but I can't forget. No, I can't forget you.
So, again, with the mentality that you're making room for everything in your song, it would be stupid for me to put the vocal in the center of the mix with that big ass fucking pad. So what I do is CLA vocals. I showed this in that example. The ultimate CLA vocals is I added this pitch stereo widener to it. So now it sounds like this.
I can hardly breathe. And I can hardly see, but I can't forget you.
Mono stereo.
No, I can't forget you.
And then that's the drop, which I'm still iffy on. But as you can see, guys, again, someone asked how to make room for everything. You have to make room, like, for the vocal. You cannot have the vocal be mono and then have a big ass sound in mono and then expect it again to sound good. You have to make room for everything. So I think that should answer the question pretty good. So the bass is filthy as fuck. Yeah. So yeah, that's like a Moog pad. It's like my favorite sound right now. But hopefully that answers that question. Anything if I say mono or center of the mix, or does it mean exactly the same? Mono and center of the mix is exactly the same thing. Tips on getting wider sounds without using stereo enhancers. So kick drop. Let's not tango based off gestures. Okay, so let's say I want to get. I'll give you a good example of this. So let's say we go to the bass here, which is actually going to be that Korg MS-20, which was a bitch to really get to sound big. And even then, I think it sounds kind of lame still. It's right here. This one. Right, so let's say I want to get this stereo because this is mono, like straight out mono. It's this fucking synth that I recorded for you guys for the G-House things. If I want to get this in stereo, there's a couple of things I can do. The first thing I can do is what everyone suggests, and that is duplicate it. Right? And then I can hard pan it to the left and to the right. Now, if I hear that, and let's make sure there's no reverb on it, because I know there's some fucking reverb on that shit. Let's get rid of this. Notice how when I panned it all the way to the left and to the right, it still sounds mono. And that's because whenever someone recommends that, they don't understand, you know, like you have to have a difference in the sound for this to work. So how would I make that difference so it sounds wide? Well, I could just do a different type of saturation. So I'm using Fab Filter Satin here. On the right channel, maybe I can make the band on the right a little bit more driven. And now it sounds a little bit more to the left. So let's try this again. It's kind of canceling itself out. So let's try other things. Let's do a different EQ to it. It has to be different for it to work. So maybe we can do a little bit of a high or something. We can go ahead. And again, it sounds wider. Now, the other thing to do, now let's bring this back. This is the worst way to do it, but I mean, this is a way that works, and I'll show you why it's the worst way. We're gonna bring this back to 0. The worst way would be to add a simple delay. but it works and you can use it. But just keep in mind that if you overdo it, you're gonna lose it in the mono. And I'll show you an example right now. The next way is using a simple delay. What you want to do is you want to have the times at 0 first, and then you want to offset it just by a little bit. We'll give it a bit of a dry and wet here. And now with 0, wide. See, it's wide. Now, the problem with that is that if we were to put this in mono, do it like a really high one, doesn't sound as good. But if we take this off, it sounds stronger there. But with this shit on, now let's make it even more apparent. Like, so it's not gonna transcribe that well into mono. So again, you have those ways, and there are better examples I could give where I make that shit wide and it just sounds, yeah. Now, the other way to make stuff wide is, let's say that you already have, again, you have stereo in your sound. So let's say we have like let's just make a saw or something. We'll go with I'm sorry if I'm blowing your ears with the fucking sound, because this master is so loud, but we'll go here and we'll do this. This is the other way to make shit wide. Is, let's say you have the preset of a sound. First off, when you have more voices, it's already gonna sound wider. So let me lower the volume on this so we don't blow it here. So when you detune as well, you make stuff wide. But then if you have one voice, no detunement, it's just going to be here. And the reason it gets wider is because there's change in the sound. You know, every saw has a different pitch to it, so it kind of has a differentiation. It gets wider. But the one thing I wanted to show you guys that's actually pretty smart, and I learned this from John Christian, is you grab an EQ, you do mid-side, and what you can do to get a wider sound from it. And let's add a little bit of detunement to that actually, so that it actually... Okay, cool. You're gonna boost on the side. So you find the meat of the sound and you boost there, so. Now let's add a high shelf there. So if you hear the difference between the EQs. Again, you can do that. The other way of doing it is similar to that. And I think it's the exact same thing, but what you do is you get an audio effect rack, and you're going to put a utility. You go to list, you're going to put another utility. One of them is going to be your side, the other one's going to be your mono. And then on your side, what you want to do is you want to boost that up by maybe 1.67 or something. And the side's going to be at 200%, mono is going to be at 0%, and then when you play it together. So there are just a couple of ways to do it. You know, that's pretty much it. It's adding just a bit of reverb, a good idea to get some stereo with a mono sound. Yeah, so back in the day, if you had like a mono bass, what people would do is literally just either add a chorus, delay, stereo, reverb. These are stereo effects, so it kind of helps create that. Cheers for the tips, mate. Should EQ with sound good? I should like Jay Hardway. Okay, so if you guys don't have any more questions, I think we should end there. My girlfriend is Filipino, by the way, so I should probably show her Laid Back Luke. What do you think about A1 stereo control? Is that the free one? I haven't used it, but if it makes your shit wide, then it works. But the question was, how do I make sounds wide without the stereo enhancement tools? So those are manual ways of doing it. And honestly, the plugins, like the VSTs that you guys use, it's all of that underneath it. So, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, have you ever tried DJing? I started off DJing and I hate it now. Like, I don't like DJing at all. I'd rather produce, chill at home. Thank you, made some notes. Yeah, notes are good, but just make sure to practice it. It's a problem. Look it up on SoundCloud. Yeah. So yeah, these are just ways to do stuff. Again, guys, all of this shit, like especially like the sausage fattener, you can implement using Ableton or FL stock plugins. The only reason that these plugins, you know, like the S1 Imager and shit are popular is because you don't need to do none of the EQing, you don't need to know none of that just to get your shit wide. So when this shit widens your thing, it's actually doing a couple of things like, you know, maybe the Haas effect, maybe just boosting more on the sides than the mono signal. It does its things, and again, you can implement all that with the audio effects, but the problem is that you're gonna have to, again, open these fuckers up and then do it. So third-party plugins are there to make your life easier. That's my philosophy on it. Sweatburst, I hate you. I hate you too, bro. Hate you too. Yeah, I think that's it. But I'll probably do like a live stream where we do like a track start to finish for sure, and I think that will be fun, a lot more fun to do. Sarah Lucian's music, what they're using. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go eat because it's already gonna be 11. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Thank you for submitting your tracks, and you guys have a nice day. Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all time.